yes, you know what? I am a very easy target. I've always been since I was a little girl. I've been a very, very easy target because I don't defend myself. And you can say, I'm not this, she's ugly, she is not funny, she is a Latina, she is this, she is that, because you know what? Liliput's not gonna, she's not gonna respond to you. You can literally throw rocks at her and she's not gonna say anything to you because that's the way that I am. But it hurts. It hurts a lot. But I need to be strong because a lot of people are going through worse things than I am, and a lot of people love me, and a lot of people are my fans, and they look up to me because they're like, you're so strong, and you know, you get hate, but you move forward, and I'm here being like, I need to set an example to these people that are suffering and are getting bullied, and I want to show them that it's okay, and I don't want to give up, even though I do. I have tics I used to have when I was 11. I don't know why they came back, but they came back. They're gonna leave. They come back and go. I haven't had it this bad since like I was 11, so hopefully they leave me alone. Stuff. I have tics, and then I have new problems. I come to Kate because I know something, like, if I'm on the verge to destroy my career, like, in a couple, like, nothing, like, I just come to Kate to prevent things from happening when I know they could happen.
Lily was having such a hard time. She's been struggling with this for over a decade, every single day of her life.
I remember when she was 10 and 11 and she was doing this,
Right.
I don't remember that were as intense and you know, as they are
Yeah.
now. And they were both sounds as well as gestures with her mouth and her face and everything. So
I don't really care sometimes, like, if people talk about, like, Tourette's, like, because I know it's a problem or whatever, but I'm just a little bit ashamed that I can't even control them, you know? Like, it's more, now that I have tics, it's the fact that I can't control them and they hurt me. They're, like, literally, like, I'm in pain, you know?
But I think we need to figure out why the tics are worse now. So one of the questions is it related to the change of medication? It could be, so I'm calling Dr. Z and we're gonna talk about it, right?
But I'm happy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The medication have good effects and side effects, right?
Okay, this is for sure, I'd rather have Tourette's than be unhappy how I was before.
Really good. So you're telling me now that you must, because before you said, oh, I don't, Tourette's is the worst. You're telling me that the worst is being so sad.
Yes, because that's depression.
Right? You don't want to do that. So let's talk about how we're gonna manage this then. So try to do it right now.
I am.
Okay, I'm gonna move it, and I want to see if you could look at me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead. No, remember what skill you're gonna use.
Okay.
You're gonna keep the head down. Keep it down a little bit, and then not do it. Right? See if you can actually stop it when it starts. Good job. There you go.
Good.
Yeah. Listen, we worked on that when you were like 9 years old to be more independent and take care of your tics and your OCD and all your symptoms. So I think we need to go back to that. Something here is not working.
This is even worse when OCD is intermixed with a lot of different conditions, which is very confusing. So OCD is a foundational condition, but they have all of these other things that intersect with it and kind of disguise the OCD, so it's hard to tell exactly what's going on, not just for clinicians, but for the person themselves.
this is a great opportunity for you to first of all understand what's your condition. Your condition is not just OCD. You have attention deficit disorder, you have hyperfocus, you have problems of learning disabilities, you had OCD among other things. Obviously, the whole spectrum, which some people are extreme, and some people maybe emphasize more on the OCD, others emphasize more on the tics, or in the panic attack. So you're lucky that you're so functional and you have made, by the way, the best of everything you have.
We know that some very, very creative and successful people, who are really the exception more than anything else, kind of parlay this into some amazingly brilliant careers.
I'm pretty much with Lele 24/7. So wherever she goes, I go.
Let's say if she's got a busy day, we'll probably start with glam pretty early on.
and then we'll have like a shoot, like a picture for Instagram, and then we'll have like a shoot for YouTube, and then we have like a podcast, and then in between that she might go to therapy, and then we might have storyboarding, or she's got to edit a video. That's what a day looks like for her. She literally goes from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next.
And that's a wrap. I multitask a lot. People think, oh, she's very hardworking. Well, sometimes it is not also hardworking. It's because I'm so obsessed with getting everything right. OCD doesn't define me, but it would have defined me if I didn't get help.
I think Lele has a great sense of, yes, I have all this stuff going on in my mind and I have these issues, but she also understands that she has to focus at times and really, you know, be like a laser with what she's trying to do at that moment.
No, say you're tough. Say you're tough. I'm tough, I'm tough, I'm tough.
Almost every great artist I've worked with has some similar qualities, one of which is a great sense of humor. But I really think that her main quality is that she's just got this explosive energy, and it's very entertaining. I'm entertained by her.
You can really lead me down the road so easily.
I've always believed that Lele, as the artist, was a superstar. Just hearing her voice and working with her, you know, most, you know, great actresses and even great comedians can sing. And she just, like, could sing on a different level.
I wanted to do something with Lele that she hadn't done before, something that really introduced a new aspect of her artistry that her fans hadn't seen before. She'd done the sketch comedy. She had really leaned into being that Latina creator who was daring and won the internet with her comedy. What she hadn't done was won over her audience through music. Lele's transition into music is different simply because she has talent.
Me encanta. Una más. Vamos muy bien.
Esto me recuerda mucho a mi ex y a mí.
I know, me too.
No, pero literal, esto es mi ex y yo. Yo acabo de bloquear a mi ex hace una semana y ahora en una semana a lo mejor la desbloqueo de nuevo y le digo, oye.
Es que nos fascina lo nuestro amor con odio. Te amo y te odio.
And this is way more like in the clubs. The tempo is more up tempo. It's dancing. It's like radio. It's, you know.
1, 2, 3, action!
I directed Bloqueo, and I knew when it came to a music video, it had to be so different and unique. We figured, how do we have Lele go to 8 different places? But instead of traveling different places with cuts, we'll do it all in one take and create different sets.
When it comes to music, I trust him fully. We have a lot of chemistry when we work together. He's one of my favorite persons to collab with.
You're the star, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your action and your attitude is in. Working with Lele now is almost on autopilot. We just kind of understand each other.
Oh, okay.
I just want to get you from your 1 to your 2.
Yeah.
I want to see how long that takes and what it looks like. Part of what makes Lele so special is her ability to adapt and convincingly be so good at it.
I think it's extremely important for artists on Lele's platform that we give back in some form. You know, even if it's not a whole lot, it could be wisdom, it could be energy, time. You know, I think it's really important that we give back.
Hi everyone, this is Lele Pons, and this week I'm going to be taking a break from my usual YouTube videos to talk about a very serious crisis. Richard Branson is helping put together a beautiful benefit concert to bring global attention to the unacceptable and preventable crisis that will raise funds for essential humanitarian aid in Venezuela.
Venezuela is suffering, and not that long ago, it was the wealthiest country in South America. Now it is facing the worst humanitarian crisis in the Western Hemisphere. There is no food. The health system is crumbling, and millions are feeling the impact.
Richard Branson's team reached out to us to get involved with Venezuela Aid Live. We started making a plan, and we just asked everybody, and nobody hesitated. Not only was it important for Lele, but it was a chance for us to make a global impact. Hey, we're about to do the interview, Lele, so I'm gonna have to take your phone from you. Yes.
I won't. Okay, I'll leave it here.
No. This is like Rolling Stone. It's a big interview.
I'm not an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot, but you might get distracted.
Well, no, obviously you live in that country, so you're fine. So what does this mean to you, and how much have you been keeping up with what's going down there?
I mean, I keep up with everything that's going down there because my mom is like, I still have family there, so my mom talks to my family all the time about what's going on. So I've known this since like for a long time, and I'm just happy because I'm not really a political person, but since this is a humanitarian problem, I can actually help, and it's a moment to help, and I'm really happy because it's like not only me, it's just I can see how everybody's coming together for this moment, and I'm just happy I can be a little bit closer to Venezuela.
A lot of people were concerned about my safety, but nothing was gonna stop me.
I don't think anything bad can happen because I'm not doing anything political. This is completely different. This is just like bringing food and resources and bringing an awareness of that people need help. So if I can't stand for that, like that's horrible.
All right. Take it.
I commend her tremendously to get involved in something that can be, even though her position was not political, it's still a social issue that stems from political misconduct. Not a lot of people are willing to put themselves on the line for a cause. So her using all of her social media and all of her, power, and influence to do something to bring awareness about something that's so serious, you don't see that a lot.
I was like, I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's going on in social media about me or anything. All I care about is sending this message to everybody about what's going on in Venezuela and actually making a difference. So I decided to just block everything out and just focus on the crisis that was happening.
¿Entiende? Eso fue lo que pasó. Para apoyar esta famosa Operación Libertad y terminar con la usurpación que tiene Maduro en el gobierno. Eso es lo que está pasando, lo que ha pasado.
The subject of Venezuela has been very difficult. Venezuela represents also the time in which we, as a family, were together, and when we came to the United States, we split. So I moved apart from her mother. So I think she associates everything that has to do with Venezuela with a time in her life that she was happy, and we were together in a little house in the farm, in the countryside. It's a place that I don't know consciously if she wanted to visit. But in the last year, she has been so much more conscious of it. And in the last month, even more, when she realized the possibility of change. The President Guaido contacted Lele through his cousin, and immediately I jumped. I said, my God, this is an amazing opportunity. Lele became immediately excited about it. I spoke to her, and she didn't even have to think about it. She said, of course I will do. I will do anything that it takes to do something for Venezuela.
What was happening in Venezuela right there, that was more important. I think it was one of the most important things and life-changing events in my life.
The whole event was so last minute that Richard Branson and his team had to send us a plane to be able to not only land but get out as safely as possible because there was just so much conflict going on the Colombian-Venezuela border at the time.
They have tried to avoid people from Venezuela to cross the border. There are like huge rallies of people going towards the border just to support and be part of the concert, but every single military is doing everything they can to prevent that from happening.
You have like 2 minutes, 2.5 or 3 minutes.
In total?
Yeah, because we have 12 minutes total.
We only got 14 minutes, so let's sing, sing. Keep rolling your head.
Guys, can you guys look on your right side? I was born somewhere like this. Isn't that crazy? Everybody else was scared a little bit of going out there, but I wasn't. I want to do something for once. I want to change. I want to be risky. I want to like go out and help. I was so determined to help. I was like, I don't care if like something happens. I just wanted to be there and help.
Well, thank you for dropping everything and coming. It's been a magical
This is
day.
what matters.
No, that's great. No, thank you.
I say that it's a new beginning. This is history being in the making right now, and I just want to also thank Colombia for opening the doors. And this is so important for all of us to unite, because if we unite, we should actually get the resources and food and the medicine that Venezuelans deserve, because they deserve so much more than what they have right now. They deserve the world.
It was just a big weight on me, and I was afraid that I wouldn't say the right thing, and I got very emotional. It's like it's hidden in me, but I don't like to talk about it that much, but it really does touch me. And like in that moment, there was like no way of putting it. It just came out.
Adelante, mi amor, es el orgullo de la bandera. Todo el mundo está orgulloso de ti. Está orgulloso de que tú hayas llegado donde has llegado por tu talento. Y aman que tú puedas hacer esto. Lo aman. Aman que tú puedas hacer esto y que lo puedas hacer en el momento más importante, de la historia de Venezuela de los últimos 20 años. Tú tienes 20 años la dictadura y tú tienes 22. Imagínate. Claro, agárrame la mano y yo voy al frente contigo.
When I was in Colombia, I was so afraid to go out there. I wanted to do it for my country, but I was so afraid. Once you get so much hate and everything, I was just afraid that no one was gonna even clap for me, no one was gonna say anything, everybody's gonna, like, someone was gonna throw something at me.
I was so proud of Lele. She sacrificed so much. She sacrificed, a lot of work on a single that she had worked up to build, and unfortunately, the timing was so bad with the single release being the same weekend as the event. But she prioritized helping her country, helping Venezuela over her career. She really proved that why Lele Pons is Lele Pons.
Remember, say that, because that's unique. Say, it's a little change in music, but we're here for change.
We're here to entertain the world in the sad world that is out there now. And in the times when the world really needs us, we get up like an army and we go.
Es lo mismo que en TV, la misma energía que tenías con Juanpa, ¿ok? La misma energía que tenías con Juanpa, exactamente igual.
And that's what we did. We got up together like an army and we went.
In Venezuela, I was very afraid that someone was gonna trigger me. Whenever someone tells me, like, you're not this, you're not that, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're mean, you're this, oof, my tics just go crazy. I get nervous, I shake, it's bad every single time.
¡Hola, Venezuela! Traje acá a mi papá, acá, el que me mostró. Yo me fui de Venezuela cuando tenía 5 años y me la recuerdo muy bien, muy increíble. Mi familia es de ahí, mi papá, mi fundación es de Venezuela, todo lo que yo sé es venezolano. Mi mamá está conmigo acá y de verdad lo más importante es la libertad. La libertad es lo más importante y yo estoy acá porque me fui. Estoy feliz que el mundo y el destino me trajo acá. Pude hacer una carrera que en este momento es lo más importante momento de mi carrera, es este momento acá. Y con lo que yo he logrado en mis redes sociales puedo compartir con todo el mundo lo que está pasando en Venezuela. Y eso es lo más importante.
They encouraged me. They were like, no matter what anybody says, no matter if you show your takes or everything, what's important is that you're doing this for the right reasons and that you're gonna go out there and stand up for your country, and many people are gonna love that. You have to think, why did I leave so early in Venezuela? Why did I come to America as a child? And maybe it was leading me up to actually bring awareness to what was once my home, my birthplace. To make an impact with my family and my friends, that's what matters in life. That's how you're gonna be remembered.
The bigger you are, the more negative comments you get. It's proportionate to your growth. Social media is for trolls. There's so many ridiculously horrible, hateful things that we should all stop paying any attention to it because they're not valid critiques.
Just get harassed by people on social media and you think that the rest of the people don't like you and they actually do like you.
Negative comments is like a really big problem for everybody.
Yeah, talking about social media, if I wasn't a social media person, I don't think this would have happened, but it's because I'm a social media person. The more successful I'm gonna get.
Yeah, but without social media, you wouldn't be able to like speak to all these kids that look up to you, right? Yeah. Just gotta have skin like an alligator.
For like Venezuela, I still got a lot of hate. Just people asking why I was there, or like I don't deserve to be there. Like who do I think I am and stuff like that. And I was just like, yeah. Me trying to bring awareness or anything, or people just think I'm ridiculous.
A major struggle that Lele has that the world doesn't understand is the consistent bullying. It happens. It happens every time she posts anything. It could be a picture of her and her mother.
I am happy about this documentary. Very happy because Lele can express herself and she wants to help people. But I am concerned because I don't know how people can react and if they can hurt Lele, you know? That is my biggest concern.
What people say to her are very hurtful and, you know, you should fucking kill yourself. You're not fucking funny, like, we get it, you're Latina, you don't have to keep pushing it in our faces. Just like really brutal comments.
When you're a celebrity, it doesn't matter how many cars you have, how many houses you have, how much money's in your bank account. You're a human being. The team that runs her social does their best to filter out the bad comments, delete them.
No one should have to see that stuff, so I try to delete it as fast as I can.
One thing that is concerning at times is that people like Lele become depressed. I have really serious concerns about the fact that this ended up being too much for her. I hope that she does take that time, and I hope the world give her the support that she needs to take the time to take care of herself.
That's just the internet. The internet's toxic. Like, you can't stop them from posting about you.
Like, you know, like, it's already bad enough having bad comments, but having OCD to actually make you check and actually, like, just don't move, like, kind of not move on from what's going on.
Everybody checks. We check.
But you know what? Not in a way that I do it, which is very ritual way. And it's just, like, annoying because it's always the same comments, you know? I'm not talented, I'm not funny, I'm not pretty, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm whatever. Everything I do, I use being Latina as a popularity, something I don't like that people hate on me for being proud of being who I am. Why is it so bad for me to love being who I am and love being Latina? The only thing that my parents taught me was never to forget who you are and where you come from, and like people are like now making that a joke, and they just don't understand that it hurts, and for you to like that it hurts, that's so evil. And what did I do wrong for people to be like, I hate her? What? Just like, when did it all become that? When did it all become so like evil, you know? And then like, what's happening here is that people are making hating me cool. It's hard. It's so hard because I'm so tired of like, whenever I do it, can't be 10 years hope I do everything right, but there's always people that are just gonna be so mean to me for no reason, you know, like, and not even for no reason. They're driven by someone who they saw that they're just driven by someone that hates me, and that person that hates me is like, go attack her, and that's the thing that bothers me. It's like, why do it's like, you know what, haters just, they don't know how I feel. They don't know I'm a human. And like, they don't even know me.
How many followers you have? Like 30-something million, right? And if there's 300 bad comments or 1,000 bad comments, that's like a small percentage. There's like 99% that love you.
I focus on the negative ones, and I believe them. I believe when they say stuff to me.
I don't think there's a way of fixing it. I think there's a way of handling it. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, like, you built your team, right? And you do handle it. You talk about, like, talking about it here. You, like, express yourself. And
It's just like, you know what, sometimes, and this is true, sometimes you just want to fall asleep. And I don't know how to, you know what, sometimes I black out and I just want to end it. No, let me tell you something. I've had suicidal thoughts because I can't take it. I can't take the hate. The thing is, like, when you start seeing, when you have so many comments, you start also believing them. And then you start questioning yourself if you are worthy even of living, kind of thing, you know?
what you can't do is put yourself in a position where you let all those people that love you down, right? You gotta always think about how many people you let down. And that's way more people. And then you let the haters win.
Every time I want to do something bad to myself, I think of my two cousins. And I don't want to let them down because we have each other. Like, after our moms go away, like, they have me and I have them. So it's like, if I ever listened to one hater in my life, I wouldn't be where I am today, which is exactly where I want to be. It's crazy how, like, I can get so many people against me, so many haters, and at the end of the day, I get better and I have achieved what I want and I'm still achieving what I want. You know, that's something I want to also teach my fans, people that do love me, is that look at me in my right now. I go through shit, but I'm so strong and I want to be strong for them to move on. And I know I'm a drama queen right now and I look so stupid, but you know, I break. And I feel like everybody breaks. But it's okay, because you know what? As I said before, if I listened to one hater, I would not be where I am today. You know, and I'm strong. And I'm not gonna let them break me, because you know what? I'm not going anywhere.
I came to America as a political refugee, and I always wanted to go back home, but I couldn't. But my family did tell me, always be proud of one thing, of where you come from. Being Venezuelan, being Latina, always shout it out. Be proud of it, you know, because a lot of people have turned down my mom and my dad for who they are, and I've learned to be proud of it, to use it to my advantage.